Mi gente, ¿cómo están? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing, man? I hope you guys doing alright with your family, man. For myself, yeah, I'm doing alright. Doing alright. I wasn't feeling that good, but I can't complain. Um, I want to give you I want to give you a video. I want to like a gift, but it's not a gift. It's something crazy, man. Before I continue, well, the stories that I'm about to tell are freaking crazy, man. Horrible stories. But it's not a gift. We just want to give you something for Halloween, since it's Halloween. I wanted to make this video last night, man, but I was tired, man. I came from work and I wasn't. I didn't drink for a little while, man, and last night I drank 40 and like 2 or 3 more beers, and I got wasted, and I went to sleep, man. But I'm not supposed to be drinking. I'm taking medication. But anywho, man, before I continue with this video, hit the like button, subscribe. It's hot as hell right now where I'm at. Subscribe and share the video, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna give you two stories, 3 stories, and one since it's Halloween. This is horrible, man. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Crazy stories, man. I remember when I was in. This is people that I encountered in prison when I was a little kid. I used to hear about Richard Ramirez. I was living in Whittier, and I remember that there were people were scared, man, about the Night Stalker. It was a pretty famous case back in the days, until he got busted. And then the funny thing, man, I saw him in Quentin. When I was in Quentin, when I went into Quentin, I saw him, and I believe it was '94. I was going in, and they were. I think Richard was going. They had him. They were taking him to the medical. They were taking it to the doctor, and there was like 7 COs that were scoring. They had him an escort, and it was crazy, man. The way he looked. This guy was crazy. This guy was insane. Some of the most horrific crimes that you can imagine, he committed. And like I say, like back in I think it was in the '80s when this happened, and like I said, I saw him back in Quentin. And another, I didn't see Osuna, but he's another famous, serial killer. Osuna, this guy was, I think he was in High Desert, but I never met him. I didn't see him. As a matter of fact, I think I was already out when he went in. But this guy was crazy, man. He said he used to torture his victims, and he would get a pleasure out of that, man. He said it was crazy, man. It was crazy the way he explains that. He said it was better than doing drugs. He would prefer to do drugs. I mean, to torture, people than doing drugs. He would get a better high. Doing, crazy, man. And I remember when I was in what do you call it, Colinga, Pleasant Valley. Nothing pleasant about that place, man. I met this paisa. One day I made a video about this, about this incident, man. And somebody goes, "Hey, why was that paisa sell out with the bulldog?" I was like, "I don't know, man. When I went to prison, on my paperwork said I was a sureño, right? And I went to Folsom level 4 CER, and they put me in the cell with a norteño, Magoo from Salas." You know, it happens, man, and the SEALs will set you up. So anyway, man, I told him I'm a paisa, but they still put me in the cell. I mean, it happens. I have norteño celis, I have sureño celis. You know, why wouldn't this paisa had a bulldog for a celly? But anywho, this paisa had a bulldog for celly, and they were, you know, I guess they were all right cellies until a homeboy, you know, the little bulldog was, you know, I didn't. To be honest, I never saw him. I never met him, but it was a pretty famous case in Pleasant Valley. A homie was going home in 2 or 3 days. The bulldog and him and the paisa made some pruno. They made a batch of pruno to celebrate that he was going home, and I think it was like 2 or 3 days before he went home. It was on a weekend, and then they were drinking, and they say, you know, they got into an argument, and this is what the paisa was telling me, right? And it's not like the paisa he already went to court, and that was his defense testimony. So I'm now, you know, I wouldn't be talking about it if it was, you know, that thing was, you know, he already got his time, you know. So anyway, you know, at that time, you know, the case was still going on, but it's been a while. He said they were drinking and they started arguing. They got into an argument, and they got, you know, that's what he says, that he didn't want to fight. You know, we always, you know, played the innocent role, man. I didn't want to fight, but whatever happened, I didn't see it. He knows better, but he was telling me. And he said that they got into it, and homeboy was getting, you know, he was trying to, you know, get him. He was trying to, the bulldog, he was trying to punch him, and the paisa was just, you know, he was just blocking the punches, and but they were already, you know, drunk. He says that when homeboy got tired, you know, he said that was his plan. He goes, you know, I just cover myself and let him, you know, throw punches until he got tired. So that's when I think he said he gave him an uppercut and dropped him. And homeboy went back, slipped, and then he fell on top of the toilet. His head bumped the toilet. He hit his head on the toilet. For those of you that never been to prison, man, the toilet is stainless steel aluminum. It's pretty hard, man. It's like, you know, it's like stainless steel. It's hard, man. It's you know, and the toilet and the sink is connected. So he says that homeboy fell and hit his back of his head. He bumped his head on the toilet, and he got on top of him, right? And have you ever seen? This is what he says, though. And like I say, it was a pretty famous case. Just imagine, he said that when he got on top of this dude, he was banging his head on the toilet, boom, boom, bam, bam, for a long time. And he said he was drunk, he was mad, he was, you know, he was defending himself. You know, that's what he says. And and this is the craziest part, man. Have you ever seen a pumpkin or a watermelon when you drop that on the floor? When you know, if you slam it on the floor, what will you get? You know, what will you know? What happens when you do that? A watermelon or a pumpkin, if you know, slam it on the floor. Well, that's what he says. That's what the floor looks like. You know, that's what the head looked like when he finished with this dude. And it was, you know, pieces on the floor. You know, white stuff is splattered all over the floor. And use your imagination, man. And the homie, unfortunately, he was, you know, like I say, he was like 2 or 3 days going to the house, man. And that's how horrific, man, horrible, you know. I mean, and I remember one day I got into in this paisa. This paisa was, he was not disrespect to what do you call renegade media. He was kind of like that, chunky, and he was about my height. One of those, but he was, matter of fact, he was a comadre. You know what a comadre is? Somebody that is always, this dude was always uh, talking crap about everybody, man. And one day this paisa, big old paisa from I think he was from Jalisco, Peligro, they used to call him Peligro. He came in. The reason I'm saying this is because this dude wasn't even all that, almost. Maybe because he was drunk. Just to let you know how how stupid that pruno or alcohol will get you. It'll make you commit horrible things, horrible crimes. It's like a drug almost. And Peligro told me, hey, next time, this time, they used to call him Bibi. This time the Paisa Bibi wasn't drunk, and Peligro told him right in his face, man, hey, you better stop being a fucking comadre, bitch. Eh? Sorry about my language, or I'm gonna slap you, like, bitch. And dude he didn't do nothing. Peligro was big though. And yeah, he was, that's what he said. That the floor looked like, man. It was a horrible crime, man. The whole cell was, you imagine, use your imagination. It's crazy, and this could happen to anybody. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I went to work. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna finish my video. I remember in this in high desert. I think it was DR. This white dude, him and his cellie, they were in lockdown. The whole facility was in lockdown, and they, you find out later when because when, well, this is what happened. This is what happened. This dude, white dude, big old white dude, killed his, he smoked his cellie. I'm sorry about that. He smoked his cellie. He put him out, and like they were in lockdown, and after he did that, homeboy, he did, he went inside, his cellie. They say he did that for like 1 or 2 days, before they started smelling the body. When he was already dead, he was abusing this, his cellie. So that's crazy, man. This is freaking, prison is a freaking insane place, man. It's freaking crazy, man. This guy Osuna too, he did something to one of his cellies, man. They say he's only 5'6", 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", and he killed many people in a horrible way, man. Another one, I didn't see Charles Manson, but I seen Tex Watson. I think Tex Watson was his pistolero, kind of like his gunslinger. Well, Tex Watson was his Charles Manson crime. I seen. I went to CMC, and this is 2006, 2007, I believe, 2006. At the end of 2006, and I seen that fool, man. And I wasn't gonna stay on that yard. A matter of fact, I didn't stay on that yard, man. I wasn't feeling that yard. So every time he sees me, because he was in my building, he'll keep through. He keep his he was always watching me, because I didn't take off immediately after I got released to the yard. It took me some months, but I did left the yard, but he was always watching me, because he had a feeling that I wasn't I was gonna do something. And I seen it. He was real scary. He was like 5'5", 5. He wasn't very tall. But they did some horrible things, man. They they committed horrible, heinous crimes, man. I one of the victim. It was a beautiful woman, and she was pregnant, and they killed her and the baby inside, man. Prison is crazy, man. It's full of crazy stories, man. It's scary. That's freaking scary, you know. I will not recommend you youngsters to go to prison, man. You're gonna see a lot of people that are not all there. You know, I wish I could, get into details, of what this mother effer did to the baby, to the woman, but it's too, it's, I don't think YouTube will allow me, but it is a crazy story, man. And another one, I remember one time, I was in I think it was in a dorm. This is before I got out, before I, you know, it was like a couple months before I got out. A guy that he couldn't take the being in prison. Um, he grabbed one of those things that you shave with and cut his the thing, you use your hand, no, and he cut his wee, cut his private part, man. uh, this is, I mean, I can go on and on and on and on and on about telling you, crazy, horrible stories, man. But I think one of the most heinous crimes that I seen in prison, it was that white dude, man, smoking his saline, after he was already dead, going, violating this man, that's even, I don't know what it goes through their minds, when they do that, man. Me, I had got, I many times I got into, some of my cellies or whoever, and before I forget, man, when this paisa was telling me about the incident with the bulldog, when he did that to this man, rest in peace. He was like, he sounded like he was proud of that, man. And I remember, man, I don't like when I talk about my victims, I talk to him, about him with respect, it happened what it happened, and we got into a fight, and I wouldn't, disrespect him, anymore, by, saying, stupid, comments, about him. But this is, this is what happens in prison, man. Prison has no feeling. And sometimes you do that to intimidate people. Oh, I did this and that. Like I said, dude was like 5'6", chunky. With homeboy had titties, man. Homeboy had titties. One of those, like I say, he was always carrying a little bag once. He was always carrying a little bag and chunky, fat. He didn't work out. I don't know how he got that dude, man. Honestly, some people, use, that's what he said happens. It happened in this cell, man. But some people use tactics, meaning that they put pills inside, their coffee or their drinks, and they put them asleep and do whatever, do crazy stuff to their cellies, man. And youngsters, being inside, a prison, but bunch of crazy mother effers like that, man, it's not a cool thing. You're always watching your back, and you think it's not gonna happen to you, and I hope you never go to prison, man. Stay away from prison. Prison is a horrible place, man. And with that, man, like I said, I'm tired. I just wanted to give you these stories, man, to make you think twice before you commit a crime, man. Life is precious. Life is beautiful out here, man. You guys take care of your family, man. Stay with your family. That's what that's where it's at, man. Don't go to prison, man. Go to school, get a job, and love your family, man. Uh, um, always be proud of who you are, man. Don't let nobody tell you you can't, what you cannot do. Just do positive things, man. Don't be a follower, be a leader, man. With that, I'm out. God bless you, man. And I'm not gonna say I hope you like these stories, man, because they're not cool. But I hope you learned something today, man. Uh, Prison is full of hate, man. Prison is full of hate, man. I wish you nothing but the best, to you and your family, man. I'm out. God bless you, man. Share the video. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. I'm tired. That's why I sounded like that. I'm about to shower and crash out, man. I'm about to go to sleep, guys. Stay strong, man. God bless you, man. Peace. I'm out. Oh, before I finish, man, I just wanna say thank you for watching my videos, man. To everybody, man. The raza, north and south. Paisas, saludos to everybody, man. And I lost my phone last night. Somebody gave back to me. His name was Saul. Gracias, Saul, for giving my cell phone back, man. I was gonna lose my channel. And like I said, man, salutes to everybody. Woodpile, Black, Chinos, everybody, man. Peace. I'm out. God bless you guys. Stay strong. I'm out.